videos we discussed the definition of the sequence, is it, and what is the series definition that we discussed. So just briefly I revised the things whatever we discussed in the previous class. Okay, so first we discussed the definition of the sequence. So what is meant by sequence then? Sequence means it is ordered list of objects. It may be objects or it may be numbers. So we are writing in a particular order, so that we can call it as here it is sequence. Am I clear? We discussed this one in the last class, and also we discussed what is meant by here it is finite and infinite sequence. So what is meant by finite sequence then? A sequence containing finite number of terms is called as here it is finite sequence. Yava sequence alle finite numbers of terms irtavo, so anta sequence ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ finite sequence ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ sequence ಏನಾದರೂ finite ಇರದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ sequence ಅನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ infinite sequence ಅಂತಲೇ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. Clear? And also we discussed the definition of the series. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ series ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Series ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ sum of terms of the sequences. Here it is, sum of the terms of the sequences is called as series. So terms ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? sequence ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ numbers ಅನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ terms ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. first term, second term, third term, ಈ ರೀತಿ terms ಅನ್ನು ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಆ sum ಗಳ here it is, ಆ terms ಗಳ sum ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ sum of terms of the sequence. ಯಾವ sequence terms ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ series ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. So therefore the definition is sum of terms of a sequence is called as series. So better I'll take one example so that easily you can understand. So example we'll take here it is, that is here it is 2 4 6 8 10. So my students ಇಲ್ಲಿ observe ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನೀವು. So these are all the particular numbers in a particular rule is here it is, certain rule is here it is obeying, certain rule is there. So what is rule here it is, if you observe the this example means here it is 2 4 6 8 10. It means for the first term ಎಷ್ಟು add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 ಗೆ plus 2 add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 6 ಗೆ plus 2 add ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 8. say for example 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 2 ನ ಈ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೆ 2 ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 6 plus 2 is equals to 8 plus 2 is equals to 10. ಈ ರೀತಿ if you observe here it is, so at a particular it is ordered list of objects ಅಥವಾ numbers which following certain rule, that we can call it as a sequence. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ sequence ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ this example is here it is, this is example for the finite sequence. ಈ sequence ಗೆ example, ಈ sequence ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್? ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ ಟು 10 ವರೆಗೂ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಎನಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಐ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ಯು. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಪುಟ್ ದ 3 dots it means so many elements are there, that indicates. But here it is I didn't wrote here it is some more, here it is I didn't wrote 3 dots in front of this 10. So therefore this is a finite sequence. Am I clear? And now here it is, you can observe this is here it is 2 4 6 8 10. This is a sequence. If I wanted to write series means what? As I told here, the series means sum of terms of sequences. So in this particular example here it is, I'll rewrite here it is what we discussed 2 4 6 8 10. So in this sequence here it is, whatever elements are there, this we can call it as terms of the sequences. This is first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, like this we can write. Am I clear? And now here it is series. If I wanted to write the series of this term means remove this comma 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. So this is sum of, this is series. Why it is series? It is series because sum of terms of the sequence ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾಮಾ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಬರದೆ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರದೆ. So therefore 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10, this is series we can call. Am I clear? So please here it is, remember this one, series and also series and sequence, please remember. And also I told you that generally we will denote like this, the series we will write it as summation of a subscript k, where k is running from 1 to n. Clear? So general notation, the compact form of the sequence series we will write like this. This means what, my dear students? If I wrote is summation of here it is so ak, where k is running from 1 to n means what it indicates? It indicates that it is sum of a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to so on. Here it is last term is n, so therefore I can write it as plus n. So this is general notation for the in the compact form, but generally we will write like this. Clear? So this is all we discussed in the previous class, previous video. For more details you can watch my previous videos. A previous video you can watch, and now I am going to discuss the next one is progressions. So my dear students, please remember these all whatever I am discussing, these all we learned in the 10th standard only. In the 10th standard itself we discussed all this. So now I am going to discuss what is mean by progression. So my dear students, progression means here it is also one type of sequence only, but here specific pattern will be there. This we can call it as progressions. Say for example, here it is. Before taking the example, I will discuss the progression definition is nothing but here it is sequence with a specific pattern are called as progressions. It is a one sequence, but what is that one? It is a sequence with a specific pattern. Obviously it is a sequence, but there is a specific pattern will be there. So that we can call it as progressions. Am I clear? And now in this progression we will discuss the three types of progressions. We divided into three types progressions. In that the first one we can call it as arithmetic progression, and second one is geometric progression, and third one is harmonic progression. Am I clear? So here it is, you can discuss. Here it is in Kannada we can call arithmetic progression ಅನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? ಸಮಾಂತರ ಶ್ರೇಣಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಗುಣೋತ್ತರ ಶ್ರೇಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹರಾತ್ಮಕ ಶ್ರೇಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು? ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ AP ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ AP ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ AP ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್. And next one is second one geometric progression. So geometric progression ಅನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು? ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ GP ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. GP ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, or else in Kannada we can call it as ಗುಣೋತ್ತರ ಶ್ರೇಣಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕರಿಬಹುದು. And next third one is harmonic progression. This also we can call it as here it is HP ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, harmonic progression, ಆರ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, ಆರ್ ಹರಾತ್ಮಕ ಶ್ರೇಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕನ್ನಡದೊಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ what is these are all the three types of the here it is three types of the progressions. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ progressions ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Progressions is nothing but it is a one type of sequence with a specific pattern. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಏನು ಒಂದು ರೂಲ್ ಒಬೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದರ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮೂರು ಟೈಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಈಸಿಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. Am I clear? I hope you understood. So one example we will take, my dear students. So if I take the one example, here it is. Observe, here it is 2. Here it is, you can take here it is 2, 4. You can take 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Observe, here it is. This is already I took the same example. Here it is. This is one sequence. In this sequence you can observe here it is the difference between the two consecutive numbers. Two consecutive numbers anta helidre one after the other. If you take one after the other, any two numbers, if you take consecutive numbers, consecutive means consecutive anta helidre ಒಂದಾದ ನಂತರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ another number. ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, so if you take any two consecutive terms difference, then the difference should be constant. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು consecutive terms ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದರ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದೇನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು? ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಈಚ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಕಾದ ನಾವೆರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೂ ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ 2, 4 I took. ಸೊ 2, 4 ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಇವೆರಡು 4 - 2 ಇವೆರಡುಗಳ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 4 - 2 ಈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2. Am I clear? So So here it is, the difference is 2. And ಇವೆರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 6 ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ what is the difference? Here it is also 2. ಇವೆರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ it is also 2. ಇವೆರಡು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಗಳ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ it is also 2. Is it clear? So therefore here it is, this is a progression. Progression means what? It is a sequence. It is a sequence with a specific pattern. What is the pattern? Specific pattern is what here it is. In this particular example, each term, the constant here it is, the difference between two consecutive terms is nothing but 2 is there. Clear? So therefore this is example for arithmetic progression also, but in detail we will discuss what is arithmetic, geometric, harmonic, that we will discuss one by one in detail. Just I gave you the example for the progression. This is example for the progression because here it is a sequence with a specific pattern. One specific pattern ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ what is the specific pattern ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ therefore this is a progression. Next, what is arithmetic progression, what is geometric progression, what is harmonic progression, that we will discuss one by one. Am I clear? I hope you understood. So next I'll discuss the first one, what is the arithmetic progression, that I am going to discuss. Am I clear? So please pause the video to note it down. So next one, the arithmetic progression. So my dear students, the arithmetic progression is, the spelling make here it is ARITHMETIC, arithmetic progression. I think previously I may wrote AIR, so make the correction. It's the actual spelling for arithmetic is this one, ARITHMETIC, arithmetic progression. So what is mean by arithmetic progression then? Arithmetic progression means if here it is, if the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. So the definition for this arithmetic progression is, here it is, difference between any two, here it is, difference between any two consecutive difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. So this we can call it as, here it is, arithmetic progression. So difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. So consecutive terms means already I told. So one by one, next to the another one, here it is. If you take any two consecutive terms, then here it is, the difference must be constant. Say for example, you can take, here it is, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is example for arithmetic progression. Why means because the difference between 2 and 4, the difference is, here it is, 2 and 4. The difference between these two is 2. 4 and 6, the difference is 2. Difference means subtract with the, here it is, bigger number from the smaller number. 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 6 is also 2. 10 minus 8 is also 2. It means the constant term between any two consecutive terms, if you take 2 and 4, these are the two consecutive terms. One by one you should take one next to the another one number. 2, 4 are the two consecutive numbers. 4, 6 are the consecutive numbers. 6, 8 are the consecutive numbers. 8, 10 are the consecutive numbers. In a sequence, if you can take any two consecutive terms, then the difference should be constant. That means same. If you take, in this particular example, if you take these two consecutive terms, 4 and 2, the difference is 2. Between 6 and 4, the difference is 2. Between these two terms, the difference is 2. Between these two terms, the difference is 2. So therefore this is example for arithmetic progression, or AP, or arithmetic sequence also we can call. So now my dear students, you can observe it is, this also we can call it as increasing AP, we can call it as increasing AP, arithmetic progression, because the terms of the sequences are increasing, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this we can also call it as increasing AP. I'll take another one example. You can take, here it is, 100, 95, 90, here it is, 85, 80, here it is. This is example for the, here it is, this is example, this is also example for arithmetic progression, because the difference between any two consecutive terms, 100 and 5, the difference is 5, 95 and 5, 90, the difference is 5, 90 and 85, the difference is 5, 85 and 80, the difference is 5. So therefore this is also example for arithmetic progression. And you can observe, here it is, this is, we can call it as decreasing AP, we can also call it, because the values are decreasing at this. So therefore this we can call it as decreasing AP. And another one example you can take, my dear students, 2, 2, 2, 2. This is also example for AP only, because here it is, one after here it is, the difference between two consecutive numbers is same. Am I clear? So here it is, 2 minus 2 is 0, 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 like that you can think. Or here it is the common difference. You can take any two consecutive terms, the common difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. So therefore this is also example for the, here it is, this is also example for arithmetic progression. Am I clear? Now we will write what is the nth term of this arithmetic progression. So next we'll discuss what is the nth term. So what is the nth term we can discuss. So nth term we are going to discuss. My dear students, the nth term can be calculated by using the formula an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula we are going to use to calculate nth term. If you wanted to calculate, here it is, 5th term or 6th term or 100th term of the any given sequence, if you wanted to calculate, means by using this formula I can calculate the nth term. It may be, n means it is nth term, it may be first, it may be second, it may be third. So here it is, therefore here it is, in this formula, this is the formula to calculate nth term of the AP. And here it is, a means what? A means it is nothing but the first term of the sequence, first term of the sequence. N means nth term, and d is nothing but the constant or the difference. Constant you can take, or that is nothing but the difference between two consecutive numbers, difference between two consecutive numbers, difference between any two consecutive numbers is called as, this is the formula will gives us the nth term of the sequence, that will gives you. Clear? And now my dear students, please remember, here it is, in this particular example you can remember, here it is, generally the terms of the arithmetic progressions, in the arithmetic progressions the elements how are there means, here it is, generally we can write the, if I'll take the first term as a, if I take the first term as a, that is first term will be a, and then the next term will be, here it is, a plus d. Why? See, here it is, the first, in this particular example, the, here it is 2, first term is 2, to that what I am adding, here it is, the difference d I am adding, here it is, if I add to the first term, if I add with the common difference, that is d, if I add 2 plus 2 is equals to 4, 4 plus 2 is equals to, so here it is 6, is it? So therefore always in the AP generally the element will be in this form, a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, up here it is, up to so on, the last term is, here it is, a plus n minus 1 into d. The elements always generally in the AP are in this form. Is it right or no? Here it is, we'll check, here it is, take this example, I'll verify just the first term, I'll take it as a, and what is the second term? Here it is a plus d. D means how much it is? D is nothing but, here it is, common difference in this is 2, 2 plus 2. Next, this is 2 plus 2 into d value is 2. Just I'm verifying whether we'll get the same or not. Here it is. Next one is, here it is 2 plus 3 into 2. Here it is. If you simplify this one, again you will get the same this term on this. Here it is. Just check 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 to the 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 to the 6 plus 2 is 8. So are you getting this same terms? Here it is. This is just verifying, here it is. So what it indicates? It indicates that always in the arithmetic progression, always in the arithmetic progressions, the generally the terms will be in this pattern. What is that? The first term will be a, and the second term is a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, up to so on, a plus n minus 1 into d. The elements always in the arithmetic progressions are in this pattern. Clear? It means here it is, it means, so you can also write here this I'll take it as first term, a1, a2, a3, a4, and this is last term, that is nth term. So therefore nth term will be a plus n minus 1 into d. Why it is a plus n minus 1 into d? Please here it is, in the first here it is 1 into d is there, here it is 2 into d is there, this is a third term. In the a third term, the here these elements will be a plus 2 into d. Here 3 is there, subscript 1 I am minus I am doing 2 into d. For the 4, a4 subscript we have 4. Here it is in the beside of d we have 1 less, 4 is there. If you wanted to a fourth element means the formula will be a plus 3 into d. Here it is fourth term, if you wanted means 3d you should write. Third term if you wanted means 2 into d we should write. So therefore if you want the nth term means you should write it as a plus n minus 1 into d. So therefore if you wanted to nth term means one value we should decrease. So therefore nth term I wanted, so therefore a plus n minus 1 into d. So therefore the nth term will be like that. So clear? So my dear students, so therefore here already we wrote that the nth term of the any given AP arithmetic sequence, arithmetic progression is a plus n minus 1 into d. A plus n minus 1 into d. This is nth term. I hope you understood. This all we discussed. Now here it is in the earlier class in 10th in the 10th standard we discussed all these things. Just I am recalling this one. Clear? And now my dear students, please remember the nth term of AP is given by this formula, an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term, d is the constant, that is difference between two numbers, and then n is the nth term, n terms. Clear? This is the nth term. And now if I wanted to calculate sum of the n terms, if I wanted to calculate sum of n terms of AP, so if I wanted to calculate the sum of the terms of it is, if I wanted to sum of this one means the sum of the nth term of AP, that we can calculate by using the formula, and that is notation for sum of the nth term is Sn is equals to, here it is Sn is equals to, you can write here it is 2a plus of n minus n into d. I'll wait 1 minute, I'll write here it is. The formula you can write is here it is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula to calculate the nth term of the AP, sum of the nth term of the AP. Say for example, if I wanted the sum of these terms, here it is, means by using this formula we can calculate sum of the nth term, sum of the 4 terms, or sum of the 8 terms, or sum of the 100 terms, or sum of the 1000 terms, sum of the nth term if I wanted means. Generally we are writing formula. If you want the sum of the 4 terms means in the place of n we should substitute it as 4. If I wanted the sum of the 1000 terms means in the place of n we should replace it by n by 1000, and d is nothing but the common difference between any two consecutive terms. By substituting that, and a is the first term, by substituting all this we can calculate sum of the nth terms of the AP. Am I clear? I hope you understood. My dear students, please remember we can use this formula, or we can also use Sn is equals to, here it is n by 2 a plus l also you can use. N by 2 a plus l also you can use. Why it is so? Why it is so means this can further written as n by 2 into 2a, I can write it as a plus a. In place of a 2a I can write it as a plus a plus a plus n minus 1 into d. And now a plus n minus 1 into d, here it is n by 2 as it is, a is also as it is, plus a plus n minus 1 into d. A plus n minus 1 into d means it is nth term, it means the last term, so that we can also write it as l. L means the last term. So we can simplify if n by 2 here it is. I can either we can use this formula or we can use this formula. Clear? So why I am writing this formula means, how I am writing this formula means, n by 2 is as it is, 2a I can write it as a plus a and n minus 1 into d as it is, and this a plus n minus 1 into d is nothing but the last term, so therefore I can substitute it as L. So therefore n by 2 is as it is, a is as it is, this all value I can substitute as a. So therefore the sum of the n terms can also be calculated by using this formula, Sn is equals to n by 2 into a plus L, where you can write where the L is nothing but, what is the L here? It is L is nothing but a minus a plus n minus 1 into d. This is last term of the sequence. You can use this formula or we can use this formula. We'll continue in the, I hope you understood. Still if you have any doubts you can comment me, I'll reply for that. We'll continue in the next video. Thank you.